Hey everybody. I made a list this time, Hannah. So I don't think I told you guys this. Why I started the food service at the school board. The reason that I wanted to get a job there. It was my mother's idea, mom and dad. Basically, partly it was because I already had experience in food service because of Job Corps. I volunteered in their cafeteria there. A lot of people did. And because it would get my foot in the door somewhere, at some school that would give me a chance to be a para, which is what I really want to be, as far as until I get my education and everything. It would pretty much be the ultimate job, as far as it's probably the closest thing that I can get to what I really want to be, which is a physical therapist. Which it might end up being a physical therapist assistant. I don't know, but so all of my interviews, almost all of them, except with exceptions of Target and this little fairground type thing, have been pairs. I've a para in ESE, student specific, which is where you're a special needs student. You are their para. You're their right-hand man. You do anything they cannot do. You help them with classes, you help them eat if they need that. Some even change diapers. Now, I'm not doing that. I don't want to change diapers. That's just something I don't feel like I should be doing. I don't want to look at you know what I mean? So, and it's not anything personal, it's just I don't feel comfortable doing that. And most para positions don't require that, but it's usually the really hardcore, like, special needs schools that have kids that are paralyzed, that are, that require a lot of help. So I generally turn those positions down because of that. But, so to get experience, I'm going to apply as a volunteer with the school board. And I'm going to volunteer in the special needs classes. And sign language class. Sign language class. The deaf class. And we have two schools that are actually pretty close to my house that are special needs schools. Well, one of them was a middle school I went to. It's not a special needs school. It's a regular school, but they have a special needs unit. The other school it's more of a special needs school than a regular school. But is pretty much the biggest special needs school probably in my county. It's the main one, as far as being regular and special needs, but it's pretty much where you want to go to be anything in the special needs area. So, and they also have a deaf class. I took sign language. I know a little bit of sign language. I took sign language in college. I learned the alphabet when I was 8 years old. A lot of people did that. But I've always had an interest in it. And my sister just did an internship for her senior internship for high school. They require them to do this project and whatever. And she did the deaf class at one of the schools that I'd like to volunteer at. And she went from being able to sign a little bit to now she's almost can sign every word. So that was just in 8 weeks, just going once a day for 8 weeks. Not once a day, once a week for 8 weeks. Like she'd stay there the whole day, once a week. So that's a way that I can really get fluent in sign language and get more experience with special needs children. And now most of the deaf children are intelligent. They're not dumb, they're normal people, they just don't hear good. Either they don't hear good or they don't hear at all. They're pretty neat people, they really are. They're not corrupted by the world as much as hearing people are. Because, they don't hear, what people are talking about and as they're walking down the street or, things like that. They're more involved in their own community. I don't know how much y'all know about deaf culture. They have their own culture. I mean, they have literature. They have, I can't think of anything right now. Well, obviously their own language. It does qualify as a language. It has a structure. It has vocabulary. It is incredible. It's really neat. They have their own slang. I mean, it's pretty neat. It really is. And it's a very small community, so everybody kind of knows everybody. It's just really cool. And they're very welcoming to hearing people into their community. They're very welcoming. If you can sign, they're pleased to have you join them. It's really cool. They actually have something they call it the silent dinner at one of the malls in my town. And I really want to go to it this month. Oh my goodness, it's tomorrow. I didn't realize that until just now. It's tomorrow. Oh, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Maybe I'll have to ask my mom. But anyway. So maybe I can go to that. I don't know. I get super nervous. It's so weird though. My SAD is not as bad when I'm signing to somebody. I don't know. My brain doesn't register, I guess. It is like that I'm talking to someone. I don't know. I still get really nervous because I'm afraid my sign won't be good. But it's really neat. It's really cool. But yeah, I can't wait to start volunteering. I'm going to talk to the lady at the school I've been volunteering for, working at. I'm going to ask the lady that's in charge of volunteering there for an application and how to go about starting that as far as getting into being a volunteer. I already have a background check and everything because I'm approved employee. So I have my fingerprints, my background check, all that. So I should be an approved volunteer. I don't know. That's what it says on the paper, that if you already have a background check or something. But I really want to start Monday, if possible. If it's possible. But yeah. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited. I want to start 1 hour a week, or 1 hour. I'm going to start maybe 1 or 2 hours a week at first, and then maybe the next week after that, I would like to do, provided that I can get in touch with whoever I need to get in touch with as far as volunteering in that particular classroom. But I want to do an hour after work. But the problem is I'll either have to be really close to the place I want to be volunteering at that day that I'm working, or be working at the actual school that I want to volunteer at, because my parents will have to take me. So there's that. So I do want to get a job at a sub job at the school that I'd like to volunteer at that day. But I forgot to tell you guys, one of the guys that was in my college sign language class, okay, he came into the class. I'm assuming this was ASL 1, but I'm not 100% certain. I think it was, because we were learning our numbers. He came into ASL 1 barely being able to sign his numbers, okay? Right now, he is a para, a sign language para, for the deaf class at the school that my sister was interning at. And she said he's good. I mean, he just, towards the end of the class, he just really took interest in it. And just soared. Like, it was crazy. I cannot believe he's a para now, and they make good money. Like, they make a lot more than just a regular special needs para. So, my dad told me that, but, so that's something I could definitely look into doing. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to tell you guys. Please comment, and thank you for watching.